Hi, welcome to my early morning field walks. I'm out here, me and the dog, on our walk, seeing how the fields are doing. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's a pretty time to be out on the farm. We got a lot of rain last night, about 1.5 inches according to my rain gauge, which is great. We need it, but also not great timing coming at the beginning of the work week. It makes it hard to get our cultivations and things done, but I'm just out in our main annual field, just walking through, checking things out, seeing if there's any way we could get out here today to get some work done. Probably not, though. It's too wet for the tractor to come through. Things are going pretty well out here. We're behind. Our field crops are behind by about a couple of weeks this year, partly because we did that greenhouse build in the winter and spring, and it took longer than we'd anticipated. So I pushed my seedings back a couple of weeks. And then when it was time to plant those seedlings out into the field is when I saw the forecast for that hard freeze in May. It was like, May 10th or something. We were ready to plant out, and I pulled back, and we planted, we held on to those seedlings in their trays for a couple of weeks and didn't plant out till later, which was probably a good idea, because on this, we don't really have the labor and whatnot to be out here covering all these crops with fabric and stuff for one night of odd freeze. So that's okay. It kind of hurts right now. We should be just starting to harvest out of the field in a normal year, but we'll be a couple weeks late. So that's okay. This field is a little challenging. It's pretty rocky. We have not grown in this field. We rotate through our field, so we're not growing in the same place twice. And this field, we planted in 2021. This was our main growing field in 2021, which was the year that we got like 20 something inches of rain in July. And so a lot of this field was underwater that year, and we had it cover cropped all last year. But maybe we're in here a little bit sooner than we should have been. We could have given it another year rest, but I don't really have the space to give it another year rest, so we planted anyway. The thing that's weird about it is that the ground actually seems to have sunk from all of that water. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see, I think. There's like folds. This is a roadway right here, but there's folds in the ground, like swales. And the swales actually sunk a little bit deeper, or kind of a lot deeper, during all of that rain. There was just water sitting in the field for months that year. And what's happening is that it feels when you drive the tractor through, like to make beds, or yesterday we were trying to cultivate, it feels in the middle of the field in the swales like you're driving into some kind of weird spaceship vortex. The slope of the land is it seems to be fighting the tractor, and it swings the back end of the tractor out, and I was actually driving like diagonally up the field with like the front end of the tractor going straight and the back end swinging way out. It was a very strange feeling, and we were having trouble with that when we were cultivating yesterday too, trying to look at the sun back there, how pretty, when we were trying to cultivate before the rain yesterday. So we've got some carpets of weeds here coming in, but that's okay, it'll dry out and we'll get to them. So anyway, that's what's happening out here. There's about maybe 3 acres of annuals planted out here so far, and the greenhouse is still full of seedlings, and we're still seeding, so lots of flowers to come.